Kips Clips.
Alrighty, YouTube's another one of Kips Clips. So, hope you are all having a good start to the Friday. Anywho, what I want to do is explain a very short snippet of my Brexit Boris Johnson's deal conspiracy theory. Now, don't let this cloud your judgment in any way. I'm a novice. Anyway, what I'm kind of going to point at here, right? Now, let's say, for example, Boris Johnson's ideal outcome was a no-deal Brexit. Now, as PM, he can't be seen not to be willing to negotiate and work out a deal and stuff. So at the moment, on paper, the narrative, on paper, in the papers, in the news, the narrative is Boris Johnson and Juncker have shook hands and made a deal. Boris Johnson still needs to take that to Parliament and get the numbers to pass it through on Saturday, tomorrow, which will be interesting. I might do that a live stream. Oh no, I won't. I might try if I can. I might do a live stream of that. Anyway, so my theory would go, right, now, if Boris Johnson's ultimate outcome was a no-deal Brexit, but he wants to try and, on the surface, appeal to be trying to make a deal for Brexit, then this would be the ideal scenario. Him and Juncker have agreed a deal, but then he takes it to Parliament, Parliament knocks it back, no-deal Brexit is on the cards, which he wanted in the first place, but he can stand in the public and say, well, look, I negotiated a deal. It's the Parliament that let us down. And I don't know if you notice here, there's a common theme coming out of this whole debacle. That word seems to be doing the rounds right now. There's a common theme coming out of this whole debacle. Not only do you constantly hear the rhetoric about constitutional crisis, but you also hear Parliament's broke, the system's broke, Parliament's broke, not fit for purpose, because it's pretty much impotent just now. There's no, I mean, we've got we've got a leader of a party who wasn't in place when that party was put in place with the electorate. Anyway, let's not even go into the semantics of it, but my conspiracy theory is Boris Johnson's playing politics here. Him and Juncker have agreed a deal, but maybe behind closed doors, him and the DUP and other people in the Parliament that he needs to, because right now he needs Labour MPs to get this through. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this will go through on Saturday. I'm completely off the mark, but it's kind of my theory. This is more about destroying the structure of British politics rather than achieving a Brexit or a no Brexit or leaving or staying in the EU. Although ultimately there'll be certain institutions that are just so old and powerful that they're unwilling to give up their power, and I think that's what's happening with this Brexit thing. And in this whole process, what will happen is those old institutions, House of Lords, will manage to break Britain away from the EU, destroy the current status quo for British politics, and get a written constitution which will enshrine under the table the powers of the House of Lords higher than the House of Commoners, if that makes sense. I think this is a part of what's going on here in British politics is a struggle between the House of Lords and the House of Commons, and the House of Lords ultimately trying to destroy the current status quo to grasp more power back from the House of Commons, because under the current status quo the House of Commons rules the day. Remember what Tony Blair done to the House of Lords? And if you can, you're better than me. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head here. he changed the peer system. I think he made people some peers elected and stopped hereditary peers. He done a whole. He shook up the structure of the House of Lords, made it weaker, basically, right? More susceptible to people getting their bought and paid for pawns into position. He also set up the Supreme Court, remember, Tony Blair? And the Supreme Court was the one that just kiboshed, made the political storm, implying that Boris Johnson was lying and all that shite, which was a last gasp attempt of scuppering Brexit from his political rivals. That Supreme Court was set up about 20 years ago by Tony Blair. So you can see, for me, I said it was a political civil war that's happening in this country. There's definitely a tug of war going on between emerging powerful institutions elsewhere and the long established institutions here in the UK. That's the best way to explain it, because it's not just one institution, it's the old guard. And like, think of the UK column, right? Now, I've been talking about the Five Eyes quite a lot recently. Now, part of the Five Eyes, a very integral part of the Five Eyes, is GCHQ. Oh God, I forget his name. I call him Casper the Ghost. The redhead, the see-through Casper the Ghost, whiter than white, ginger guy that sits in the Netherlands talking about British nationalism on the UK column. I forget his name. He's ex-GCHQ. Brian Gerrish is ex-Navy. Can't remember what rank he rose to. And the UK column's based out of Plymouth, which is exactly where the old guard of the British intelligence is based, because it was integrally linked to the Navy, wasn't it? And Plymouth was the heart of the British Navy, as the heart of the British Navy, some would say. So there's my Boris Johnson's Brexit deal conspiracy theory. That's what I think this is all about. It's political theatre. Politics is all about juggling and shuffling politically to bend people to your will, and that's where I see this argument. It's not between the left and the right, it's not between the good and the bad, it's not between the globalists and the nationalists, it's between competing institutions who are trying to power grab jurisdiction off at each other. And remember, at the heart of all this is the City of London. The City of, because remember, if the UK became wholeheartedly under European Union law, it would be easier for the European Union to regulate and put laws upon the City of London. So the City of London has the most to lose. Is if the UK stays independent, for the City of London, everybody says it's important for the UK economy for the City of London to maintain its dominance, or its 5-star status, if you want to call it that, and thus it gets a lot of tax breaks, and the government makes it a good place to do business, let's just say. So, and if you were, I'm saying this as if I know the ins and outs of it, but the European Union was trying to set up this is where I'm, check all this out, but I'm pretty sure the European Union was in the process, was trying to set up its own financial centre, institution, its own City of London, let's say. Try to remember where it was. It wasn't in Brussels. Was it somewhere in Germany? Can't remember now, excuse me. And it was all centred around the European Central Bank. So, I think that's a lot. I think some of the things I touched on there have a lot more to do with what's going on in the UK and worldwide politically than a lot of the window dressing that's used to roil us all up. But anyway, so has Bobo Johnson just played a dud hand? Here's your deal. Take it or leave it. Oh, leave it. Oops. I tried to make a deal. But then apparently there's some sort of a rule or law that's been passed that they would need to get an extension. I don't know. I think even on mainstream media they've admitted that at certain stages they're making it up as they go along. But anyway, there's sort of some of my thoughts and feelings of what's happening with Brexit, the Brexit deal, and my Boris Johnston Brexit deal conspiracy theory. Alrighty, YouTube, remember what to do here. It's digital basket. It is all available and accessible free of charge. I'm going to do such a good job. You will find value in what I do and use your spare change, not your life savings, in the Patreon and PayPal buttons down below. And mega thanks to those who do. Alrighty, boob tubes, thumbs it up, share it with your friends, family, foes, help the channel and the show grow. I'm out of here. Have a good weekend, you all. Catchies. Alright, try and stay tuned for tomorrow. If I can make time, I'm going to try and cover this. I'll probably be busy, but I'll try and make time. Catchies.
Cips clips.